Today we begin with a heartbreaking story that has left families shattered, businesses counting unimaginable losses, and an entire nation once again questioning the safety of Uganda's highways. Imagine waiting for someone you love. A mother sits in Gulu, checking the clock every few minutes, expecting her son to arrive from Kampala. A father waits anxiously for his daughter to return home after weeks away. Children refuse to sleep because they want to welcome their parents when the bus finally reaches the station. Elsewhere, a businessman is waiting for goods worth millions of shillings. He has already lined up customers. Every hour the cargo delays means lost income, but he believes everything is on schedule. The phone rings. Instead of hearing the familiar voice saying, "I have arrived safely," a stranger speaks. "Please come to the hospital," or even worse, "Come and identify the body of your loved one." For another family, the call carries different but equally devastating news. The goods will never reach their destination. Within seconds, hope turns into heartbreak, dreams disappear, families are torn apart. This is the tragic reality that unfolded on Tuesday night along the Kampala Gulu Highway in Omoro District. Welcome to this Uganda Radio Network special report. The Kampala Gulu Highway is one of Uganda's busiest transport corridors. Every day, hundreds of buses, trailers, private vehicles, and motorcycles travel this route connecting Kampala to northern Uganda. It's a road that carries families, traders, students, civil servants, and businesses. But on Tuesday night, it became the scene of one of the country's deadliest road crashes. At around 9:30 p.m., an Opit Travelers passenger bus traveling from Kampala to Gulu City collided head-on with an oncoming trailer at Kulu Otit Village in Bobi Sub-county, Omoro District. The impact was catastrophic. The front section of the bus were crushed beyond recognition, metal twisted into piles, windows shattered, seats were ripped apart, and passengers became trapped inside the wreckage. Others were thrown violently against one another as the force of the collision echoed across the quiet night. When Uganda Radio Network Julius Ochung arrived at the scene, the picture was almost impossible to describe. Bodies lay beside the road. Some had already been covered. Others remained where rescuers had carefully placed them after pulling them from the mangled remains of the bus. Emergency workers moved quickly between survivors and the deceased. Police officers struggled to secure the area. Residents rushed in with flashlights, hoping to save anyone who was alive. The highway itself had become completely blocked. The wreckage of both the bus and the trailer stretched across the road, preventing traffic from moving in either direction. Within a short time, a traffic jam extending for more than a kilometer had formed. Long-distance trucks, passenger vehicles, cargo transporters all remained stranded all through the night as rescue operations continued.
So I'm at Bobi right now, Bobi Sub-county in Omoro District, where a nasty accident has happened, and according to information that I've got from the ground here, about 14 people are pronounced dead. We can't confirm really the number of people who have died from this accident from Opit Travelers. It had a head-on collision with a trailer that was coming from Gulu side. Opit Travelers bus was coming from Kampala, and it, according to the information that I got from the ground here, the bus had a head-on collision with this trailer, and it was like a very tragic accident that according to the information that I got from the locals here, about 14 people. I saw some, dead bodies around here, but I can't confirm the number of people. But from what I'm hearing, that the number of people who have died here may, be more than the numbers that they estimated. But still, we shall get the full details from, the police. But I also have people who want to, who witnessed what happened around here, but I think I will, be getting back to, the newsroom about what happened here and I'll also be getting to hospital about the people who have been taken to the hospital, because I saw like a number of ambulances, came and ferried people from this area, taking them to the various hospitals within Gulu City. So it's really a very a big issue here, because from the wreckage that you've seen from if you can see, like if I can pan around, the wreckage here is like the front bus, or the front part of the bus, like has been like smashed, like completely, like I don't know, like I can't estimate like what has happened, but yeah, it's a very devastating accident that has happened here, and definitely I'll be giving you like the more updates about this what has happened here in Omoro District pertaining the incident that happened here, and I'll be also talking to some people who have witnessed what happened.
According to preliminary eyewitness accounts, the bus driver may have attempted to avoid hitting a pedestrian who was crossing the highway. Residents say the man appeared to be intoxicated. In an effort to avoid him, the driver reportedly swerved. Unfortunately, an oncoming trailer was approaching from the opposite direction. The bus crossed into its path. Seconds later, the two vehicles collided head-on. The collision was so powerful that rescue workers spent hours trying to remove trapped passengers from the destroyed vehicle. One of the first eyewitnesses to speak with Uganda Radio Network was Boniface Akwang, a resident of Kulu Otit Village. According to Akwang, events unfolded in a matter of seconds. He says the pedestrian was crossing the road when the bus attempted to avoid him. Instead, the pedestrian was struck and rushed to the hospital. At almost the same moment, the trailer traveling from the opposite direction collided with the bus. Akwang described the scene as one of the worst accidents he has ever witnessed. He believes the majority of the passengers aboard the bus may not have survived. While Uganda Radio Network could not independently verify his estimate, our reporter counted more than a dozen bodies recovered from the front and middle sections of the bus. Authorities fear the death toll could rise as rescue operations continue and hospitals account for critically injured survivors. As darkness covered the accident scene, ambulances from Gulu City continued arriving one after another. Medical teams worked tirelessly. Some victims required immediate emergency treatment. Others had already lost their lives before rescuers could reach them. Among those responding was Pius Ochanda, an ambulance driver from Gulu Regional Referral Hospital. He told Uganda Radio Network that rescue teams had recovered approximately 15 bodies from the wreckage. The injured were transported to nearby health facilities where doctors and nurses continued fighting to save their lives throughout the night. Some would receive hopeful updates. Others would receive the worst news imaginable. Road crashes have become an increasingly painful reminder of the dangers facing travelers on Uganda's highways. Night travel, speeding, driver fatigue, dangerous overtaking, poor visibility, mechanical failures, and pedestrians crossing busy highways contribute to fatal accidents. Every major crash leaves behind grieving families. Children lose parents, parents bury children. Businesses collapse after losing employees or valuable cargo. Communities mourn neighbors and friends who leave home expecting to arrive safely but never do. Tuesday night's tragedy is another painful chapter in that continuing story. For families waiting in Gulu, Tuesday began like any other day. Many expected buses arriving from Kampala before midnight. Some passengers had called ahead to say they were almost home. Others had promised to attend family functions the following morning. None imagined that the journey would end in tragedy. Instead of welcoming their loved ones in the bus park, many families now face the painful process of identifying bodies. For some, that process has only just begun. Businesses have also suffered heavy losses. Besides the human tragedy, goods being transported along the route may have been destroyed or delayed indefinitely. For traders depending on timely deliveries, every hour matters. For transport companies, such accidents come with enormous financial cost. Vehicles are destroyed, cargo is lost, insurance claims follows, operations are disrupted. But none of those losses compare to the value of human life. Lives can never be replaced. As investigators begin piecing together what exactly happened, several questions remain unanswered. Was excessive speed involved? Could the collision have been avoided? Did road condition contribute? Was the bus mechanically sound? Could better lighting or road safety measures have prevented the tragedy? Police investigators are expected to examine the wreckage, interview survivors and witnesses, and determine the exact sequence of events leading to the collision Until then, many questions remain. At the time of preparing this report, police had not yet issued an official statement confirming the exact number of fatalities or identifying the victims. Authorities were still working to notify families before releasing names. Rescue operations continued late into the night. Medical teams remained on standby. Investigators continued documenting the scene. This remains a developing story, and Uganda Radio Network will continue following every development as more information becomes available. As Uganda reflects on yet another devastating highway tragedy, many will once again ask whether enough is being done to improve road safety. Whether through stricter enforcement, improved driver training, better road engineering, or greater public awareness, preventing future tragedies will require collective action. Because behind every road crash, statistics is a family whose life changes forever. A seat left empty at the dinner table, a phone that will never ring again, a journey that never reached its destination. We extend our deepest condolences to all the families who have lost loved ones in this tragic accident, and we wish a full and speedy recovery to those receiving treatment. We will continue to monitor this developing story and bring you verified updates as official information becomes available. For more special reports, political investigations, court updates, breaking news, and in-depth coverage from Uganda and across East Africa, subscribe to Uganda Radio Network YouTube channel, turn on notifications, and stay with us for trusted journalism that keeps you informed. You're informed. You're informed. You're informed. You're informed. You're informed.